Why play Zyra Support? Well, she brings tons of damage for a support. She brings AoE lockdown which can hit through minions. Her poke is very strong and very safe, and she can solo kill squishy targets throughout the game. However, she is incredibly squishy, and she can struggle from behind not having the damage she needs. Zyra's passive periodically spawns seeds around her which last for 30 seconds, or until an enemy champion stands on them. These will not spawn if Zyra is in a brush. Zyra's Q is a rectangular skill shot which deals damage. It also has a secondary hitbox around the ability, and if any seeds are in this area, they will grow into a plant. The plants created by her Q have a range of 575, shootout damage, and last for 8 seconds. Zyra's W places a seed on a floor which lasts for 60 seconds. These can also be destroyed if stood on, but will reveal the champion that does. This ability can have 2 charges, and each time Zyra kills an enemy, it gets a small cooldown reduction, and she immediately gets another seed upon a champion or large monster takedown. Zyra's E is her bread and butter. She throws vines out forward which will root all enemies hit and deal damage. This ability can hit multiple targets through minions. This also has a larger box around it, and if there are any seeds within, they will grow into a plant. These plants have a slightly shorter range of 400, and where their attacks deal the same damage and they also last for 8 seconds, their attacks will also apply a 30% slow for 2 seconds. Zyra's ultimate creates a large circle which damages all enemies within before knocking them all into the air. Any plants already grown in this area reset their duration, gain 50% health, and deal 150% bonus damage, which is insane. For combos, you want to start with E, and then while it's traveling, place down your Ws. Following this, Q into auto attack, and then use ultimate if needed for ridiculous damage. For matchups, Zyra does incredibly well into enchanter supports, easily being able to explode them. However, she can struggle against higher range supports who can outbully her. For Masteries, take this. It makes both your poke damage and all-in amazing. For build orders, start Spell Thief pots before getting Leandries and tier 2 boots. From here, buy Crystal Scepter for more utility, Zhonya's if you need more survivability, Morello's if your team needs more heal reduction, and Demonic Embrace if you need more damage. Your build will almost always just be these items, so build them in the order you need. For skill order, start E, then W, then Q, before maxing E, then Q, then W, taking ult whenever you can. For summoner spells, take Flash and Ignite. Starting the game, you're looking to play aggressive early, never letting your opponents be comfortable. Use your Q as much as possible to poke and get your early mana flow, and then if you get the chance to use Q into W, it'll be a good amount more damage and proc your support item twice. Other than your poke, you're also looking for opportunities to trap your opponent with an E. As this goes through minions, you should have many chances. Landing a Q with multiple plants into a Q auto attack will be a ton of damage on the enemy bot laner, and any follow-up from your carry should result in easy kills and chasing them out of lane. And when you hit level 6, your full combo ending with ultimate is so much damage and lockdown, it's incredibly easy kills. At this stage in the game as well, you want to be looking for early dragons. Your plants can tank 2 dragon attacks, meaning that you can do them far safer and the jungler doesn't have to spend valuable time backing after the objective. Entering the mid game keeps skirmishing and looking for picks. Your high damage and great lockdown makes this incredibly effective for you, and as always, convert these into objectives after. Entering the late game, you actually do very well as your teams engage. Landing E onto something valuable before throwing out all your burst damage and CC is a great way to start any fight. Otherwise, you want to play the backline mage, spamming out Qs and plants using your E and ultimate to either peel for yourself or your carry. And then when you get the opportunity to land your abilities onto something important, you can absolutely blow them up.